Hello friends, this is the last part of our lesson environmental management. In the last video regarding the environmental management, we have studied about biodiversity and environmental conservation. In this part or in this session, we will study about the hotspot of biodiversity. So, hotspots of biodiversity. Biodiversity hotspots are the regions with high species richness and high degree of endemism. Now you will ask, what is endemism? Endemism, it is the indigenousness of species to a particular region. 34 such biodiversity hotspots are reported all over the world. Such areas were once occupied 15.7% of area of total earth, but now it's only 2.3 of the total area of the earth. That is, we can say that 86% of such sensitive areas are already destroyed. As far as India is concerned, out of 135 species of animals, 85 species are found in the jungles of eastern region. About 1500 endemic plant species are found in Western Ghat. Out of the total plant species in the entire world, 15,000 are endemic. So, let us study about the 3 endangered heritage places of our country. 3 endangered heritage places of our country. The first one, it is the Western Ghat. The Western Ghat, it is spread over Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. It has been endangered due to mining and search of natural gases. It has affected on the Asiatic lion and wild bison. The second heritage place, it is Manas Sanctuary. This Manas Sanctuary, it is located in Assam. It has been endangered due to dams and indiscriminate use of water. It has affected on the tigers and rhino. The third heritage, it is Sundarban sanctuaries. This Sundarban sanctuary, it is in West Bengal. It has been endangered due to dams, deforestation and excessive fishing. Okay. Now, it has been affected on the tiger and overall local environment there. So, this is about the endangered heritage places in our country. Now, we will see some extinct animals. The examples are Asiatic cheetah, flying squirrel, Himalayan wolf, etc. While some examples of extinct birds are pink-headed duck, dodo, Labrador duck, etc. It means that these are the examples of extinct animals and extinct birds. Now, let us move to the classification of threatened species. The threatened species are endangered species, rare species, vulnerable species and indeterminate species. These are the classes or these are the groups in which the threatened species are classified. Endangered species, rare species, vulnerable species and indeterminate species. Let us learn them one by one. First one is endangered species. These species are in danger of extinction and are not likely to survive if the factors threatening their extinction continue. That is, the number of these organisms is declined. Their number is reduced to critical level. Their habitat is drastically reduced. That is, the habitat is shrunk. Hence, these species are in immediate danger of extinction. That is, they can extinct in near future. The examples of endangered species are lion-tailed monkey and lizard florican. Okay, clear? It is regarding the endangered species. Now, rare species. These species have very small population. They are usually confined to limited area and those are thinly scattered over more wide area. That is, these are also considered as already declined species. Being endemic, they may be extinct in the very faster rate The examples are red panda and musk deer. Clear about the rare species. Now about the vulnerable species. The vulnerable species, these species are likely to be in danger of extinction in the future. These are already extremely less and continues to decline. Their population is reduced and survival is not assured. These also include the species who are abundantly present, but the ratio of reproduction, that is their range, is decreased or it is decreasing. The example can be said as tiger and lion. Now about the indeterminate species. These organisms appear to be endangered, but due to their some behavioral habitats, that is their behavioral habitats are responsible for endangerment of those species. No definite or substantial information is available regarding these indeterminate species. The example, it is giant squirrel. Okay, now clear about the threatened species and their classification as endangered species, rare species, vulnerable species and indeterminate species. So now about the my role in environment, that is what I should do or what should be my role for the conservation of environment. So let us study them one by one. First one is control. I or we should control the harm to environment, that is harm for the ecosystem. What we have to do? We have to prevent the harm, that is we have to prevent the harm for all those systems, for all those biotic and abiotic factors which are already present in the environment, in the ecosystems. As well as we have to stop all those activities which are harmful for these ecosystems, that is environment. And for this we have to change the mindset, that is changing the mindset. The next point or next role, it can be prevention. That is we can prevent all the possible harms which are done on the ecosystem, that is to biotic and abiotic factors. And to do this we have to design different new plans which will prevent any type of harm to the environment. The factors harmful to environment, that is we also have to prevent or we also have to avoid the factors which are harmful to the environment. The next role, it is conservation, that is we have to conserve all the natural available resources which are already present on the earth, right? Very good. Now the next role, it is production, that is revival of the harm factors of the environment. We have to look on for all the factors which are already extinct and we have to perform some experiments, we have to create some innovations to produce these natural as well as artificial resources. Clear? Next role, it is preservation. What we have to do? We have to preserve whatever has been left over, that is some factors are already destroyed, but there are a lot of factors which are still remaining, still left over, and we have to preserve all those things. Remedies to prevent further loss, that is the factors which are already present, we have to find out the ways, find out the remedies to prevent the further loss for all these resources, as well as preserving unknown regions, that is we have to preserve the unknown regions which are full of or which are rich of different species and ecosystems. And the last one, it is awareness. My role, that is I or we should be aware regarding the environment and its effect on us, that is on all the living factors as well as on the human being. How the awareness can be created then? It can be created through education, It can be created through guidance, awareness, imitation. That is, we can see, we can observe the different factors and we can imitate them. Different organizations which we have studied in our last video, as well as the participation. Now this is the most important factor. I should participate, we should participate in the role of environment protection. We all should protect the environment, and if we do this, we can protect our environment and we can inherit a proper environment to our next generations, right? That's why we are studying this lesson. Now the last part which we have to look over. Do you know, International Union for Conservation of Nature, that is IUCN, prepares the red list that contains the names of endangered species from different countries. That is, this is the list where the different endangered and extinct species are listed. Pink pages of this book contain the names of endangered species, while green pages contain the names of previously endangered but presently safe species. So, this is about the do you know. Now next point, it is always remember. What we have to remember? Not only remember, but we have to behave accordingly. The points are: destroying a plant is to destroy everything. That is, if plant, we know it is the production, it is the productive level, productive trophic level, and if it is destroyed, all the ecosystem will be destroyed, all the food chain, food web and ecosystem will be collapsed. Practice afforestation to conserve environment. Forest is wealth. Obviously forest is wealth. If forests are lost, the total human beings as well as total living life will be collapsed. Environmental protection is the value education. Provident use of paper is prevention of deforestation. To practice the environmental protection is to development of human society. And the last one, pure air, pure water is the key to healthy life. Water and air are the factors without which we cannot live. And if those are such important factors, they should be at pure state. These are the keys to healthy life. Now there is a column think. So read it and try to answer the question. What will happen in the future if it continues as it is? Think on. Okay. This is regarding our chapter environmental management. Thank you.